No surprise, folks. He's still here. He's still here. The incompetence of the Chicago Bears organization shows that they cannot fire a head coach in season. I know I said I wasn't gonna make another video about the Bears until Coach Eberflus gets fired. But my goodness, man. My goodness. How we wasted another year with this idiotic fool. And I did mention this was the possibility if the Bears selected Caleb Williams, which they keeping Matt Eberflus. Now follow me with here, folks. We said this could be a possibility where the team is not good with a rookie quarterback and the head coach sucks. You say the head coach just sucks. And I know people like Jonif and TOP, y'all should be mad. Y'all should be angry because of the simple fact that you said that this team was going to improve by 8 to 10 wins. Now it's looking like 4-13 is a strong possibility right now with how this coaching staff is. Eberflus is a fucking clown. And I saw something today, and to be honest, I haven't watched a single Bears game ever since that debacle that they had with the Patriots. I know that Caleb has looked um like he's improved from where he was the last couple games. So um you're seeing right now the incompetence of Matt Eberflus regardless who the quarterback is. So I think this organization pointed the blame a lot to Justin Fields. They say Ryan Poles used the defense improved. Oh, Matt Eberflus didn't draft his guy. Oh, the call. Oh, because he was relatively close with Eberflus, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking hear how close he is. If you're doing a bad job, you should get punished for it. And Matt Eberflus should absolutely be punished for it. But the Chicago Bears are just incompetent franchise. They never have in my entire existence fired a head coach in season, and they will and do not expect them to start doing it now, even if the Lions end up blowing out the Bears in on Thursdays. And I know traditionally Detroit loses on Thanksgiving, but don't expect it. Detroit's gonna break that record. I can pretty much guarantee you they're gonna break that record on Thursday by beating the Bears. And once again, you're gonna hear Eberflus preach to the media that we just need to look at the tape, yada yada. Dude, just shut up, man. He is definitely the worst head coach in Chicago Bears history, and he's definitely, if not one of the worst head coaches in the NFL. And the fact that Ryan Poles doubled down on his decision, and I know people have their conspiracy theories to be like, oh, Matt Eberflus, Ryan Poles was forced on Matt Eberflus. Bottom line is this, folks: Eber Ryan Poles was given full control on whether or not what to do with Matt Eberflus, and he decided to keep him. When the organization, Kevin Warren and the McCaskies, they all did not. They all wanted Eberflus to be gone, and Ryan Poles went to absolute battle for Matt Eberflus and gave up. And I believe there were three valid facts: the defense was improving, which they were. They he didn't draft his own quarterback, which he didn't at the time, and good continuity. But you're seeing right now, even with his quarterback, the defense has not looked better at all. They just look complete. They've regressed so much. Granted, Jaquan Brisker Jaquan Brisker should not be the main key to why this defense has regressed. Okay, the past 2 games, the defense significantly has regressed. There's no energy. There is completely no energy. Jalen Johnson all of a sudden is looking like he's been a waste of that money. It's fucking the secondary is giving up a bunch of big plays. Montez Sweat is being average. I know he had a good game last game, but he's been average for the most part this year. But let's keep it a buck. Ryan Poles is at fault as much as Matt Eberflus. You could have gotten your quarterback with the timeline right. Now you're going to have to fire Matt Eberflus now. Well, not now, but at the end of the year, you're going to fire Matt Eberflus, and then you're going to hire somebody else to be paired with Caleb, who didn't draft him, and you better hope you find the right one, because if you ruin Caleb, you're not the chances are you're not gonna get it right with another quarterback. Let's just be completely fucking honest here. And Caleb is looking good, but I just hope the losses do not ruin the dude's mentality. And the locker room is already fed up with Matt Eberflus. You can see it in their language. You can see it in the media. They just are just they're listen. They're not going to come out and just say the coach sucks, or they're keeping it hidden behind closed doors. But you can tell the players are fed up. There's no energy. There's no fight, and they're not. And if you look at the Detroit Lions, and let's try to compare them to the Chicago Bears, the Lions are fighting for Dan Campbell. They are willing to run for a brick wall for Dan Campbell. With the Chicago Bears, they're not fighting for Matt Eberflus. They're fighting for themselves. All right, Eberflus does not. He's just a beta. He's just an NPC. He's just there. And I should have saw this coming a mile away when we kept Matt Eberflus and we got rid of Justin. I should have saw this coming, but I try to be optimistic, as y'all know. But I've been beaten into a post, and this team is not winning 8 to 10 games. Sorry, Jonas, you're wrong. Accept it. This team is not winning 8 to 10 games. They're losing out. They're going 4-13. They're going to get possibly a top 10, at worst top 5 pick. They're going to fire the head coach, and you better pray that they hire a offensive guru like Ben Johnson or whatever else. I'll take it. Even the head coaches that are bound to get fired at this point, I'm talking about Mike McCarthy. Anything is an upgrade over Matt Eberflus, but this organization does not have the balls to do it right now, because that's how they always been, and do not expect it anytime soon. Ryan Poles, this is your fault. This is 100% your fault. Can we just stop with the conspiracy theories? Ryan Poles deserves a lot of blame for the incompetence of this football team. And I don't mean to call out names for the fan base. You should have saw this coming when you decided to bring back Matt Eberflus. I mentioned the possibility of the Caleb and Justin route, that this would be the possibility with either one of them. And you're seeing why. And this coaching staff is incompetent. The only bright spot on this coaching staff is Thomas Brown, which they should promote, but they're not going to do it because they have never fired a coach in season. And I was told by somebody, you don't want to make it a bad look on yourself by firing a head coach. Who fucking cares? If you're doing a bad job, you should get fired for incompetence. That's the bottom. Matt Eberflus is historically bad. He's 0-18 on the road on Sundays. He has a terrible record against the NFC North. He is literally the worst head coach in the division. He's one of the worst head coaches in the NFC, and you best guarantee you he's one of the one of the worst head coaches in the NFL. I don't know if I said best, but you get the point. He's the worst head coach, and he should get punished for it. So that's basically my thoughts on it. And by the way, if y'all haven't seen that interview, he said that, oh, why did he challenge the play where Jordan Addison had an explosive run? He said because it was explosive. That's not a fucking. You could tell that dude knows he's fucked. He knows he's fucked, but he's not going to tell you. He's just trying to make up an excuse why his team does not believe in him. And fans like me, Keek, the Windy City Productions, Just Another Year Chicago, expect better. Do not watch, and all the Bears fans that fill up the stadium, which, by the way, I saw that the stadium was quite full against the Vikings. All I have to say is this: you should not pay a fucking penny to watch this sorry disgrace of a football team, because what's the fucking point? You should sell your tickets to Green Bay fans and have Green Bay invade your stadium. That should be the priority. Because I would imagine, oh my goodness, bro. But I would say stop supporting this team. They don't deserve it. They don't like why do you even waste your time with them? Why can the Detroit Lions get it right, who have been a laughing stock, mind you, for my entire existence, get it right, but the Chicago Bears can't? How quite unfortunate that we're once again in the same shoes. That Caleb's in the same shoes as Justin Fields was and Mitch Trubisky was. So it's gonna be a rough time. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, why?" Or some people say, "Oh, what if you get Matt Eberflus? Isn't that repeating the cycle?" I don't fucking care. I'd rather have a unproven coach than the one we have right now. Even the worst head coaches that are about to get fired, I'm talking about Mike McCarthy, talking about who else? Brian Dable. I'll take those two over Matt Eberflus. 7 days a week and twice on Sundays. Not saying they're any better, but at least Mike McCarthy has been to the playoffs and he has the Super Bowl. At least Brian Dable has been to the playoffs, got his team a playoff victory, and he has Coach of the Year show for it. Matt Eberflus has not even sniffed the playoffs. When he gets fired, sayonara. We will not miss you. Do not call us, as we share that we will not call you, but I will stand by it. This is my only video that I'm probably gonna put up, but I just had to put it out there because it has to be said. I've had a deep thought about it all day, and expect nothing to change until the end of the year, regardless if the Bears lose or win on Thursday, which, to be honest, I don't think they're not going to win any games anymore. 4-13 looks very possible, but expect Bears fans to be okay with this. But that's it. That's all. Hit the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and bear down.